To be a TEAK fellow is to be someone who is part of a community of students who are like you, that are extremely hardworking and really persistent in trying to achieve their goals.
A TEAK fellow is driven. They are incredibly curious. They are socially aware. They care about other people, and they want to make a difference in the world.
TEAK has transformed how I see myself and my future because I'm no longer just a statistic. Coming from Hunts Point, I was viewed as someone that's might end up in a gang, might end up in jail, and TEAK has definitely changed that perspective for me. I now aspire to be, private equity investor and hopefully a teacher someday.
There's a great song that says everybody's got their something, and my something was that when I was 18 years old and I was about to go off to college, my best childhood friend, the night before her graduation, she was murdered. I kept her with me, and she was TEAK. I started working in New York in a variety of different jobs with low-income youth. And I was working in the Bronx, and my beloved student, DeWitt White, 10 years, almost to the day after my friend died, was murdered. And it was that day that I promised myself that I would try to do better in memory of him and in memory of TEAK, who lived with me in my mind always. And the TEAK Fellowship was born.
One of the things that set TEAK apart from the start was the fact that we weren't going to be a program for a particular type of students, such as students of color or for a particular cultural group. TEAK was about reaching students who financially needed the resources, needed the exposure, and students who were part of families that wanted this opportunity for them.
What's special about TEAK is a clear vision on how you add value, what you do that's distinctive, a superb leadership, the mentor community, board, staff, great students, and working all together, it all forms the pieces of a puzzle that make TEAK what it is today, and in general make a superb nonprofit.
TEAK makes a 10-year commitment to the students that we serve. We meet them in 6th grade, and we support them and their families through senior year in college.
TEAK embarked on a strategic plan, and as a result of that strategic plan, we were able to implement some really important changes to the organization. First and foremost, we created offsites for our middle school students to try to reduce their travel time and meet our students where they live and where they are.
What's great about TEAK is that we recognize that people grow and face challenges, and TEAK really is committed to remaining with our fellows.
When I was at TEAK, there was a clear motto that I think put me to the right path, which was taking positive risks. There was always this sort of collective thought that if we stepped out of our comfort zone, we were able to achieve anything we put our minds towards. As a 7th grader, that was terrifying, but I think what made it tolerable and actually something we began to embrace is we were never doing it alone.
So I think TEAK gave me the confidence that every environment should sort of be a meritocracy where people should earn their right. It should be about what you know, how hard you work. And I think TEAK, that is like one of the main pillars of the TEAK Fellowship.
By virtue of our core values, scholarship, leadership, citizenship, and fellowship, by taking it beyond just scholarship and giving more of a holistic approach, that's how we transform the lives and lift the communities. That's the special sauce.
We unlock something as a result of opportunities that TEAK helps create by being focused on the whole person and not just the scholar.
I'm going to Yale University next year, and I'm hoping to pursue political science. I just want the opportunity to go back to my community and make concrete legislation for people who grew up like me and make it a bit easier for their future.
I think TEAK has been so successful and has had such staying power because it does not operate as a business or a nonprofit or an organization. It operates as a family that finds the best and brightest that New York City has to offer.
I've seen TEAK change. It's been able to help more kids than it has when I was accepted into TEAK. And I feel like the next 25 years will be full of new students seeking to learn, seeking to grow, and TEAK will be able to help those students achieve what they want to achieve.
I could not be more excited for the future of TEAK and the next 25 years. For TEAK, the path forward is about continuing to grow the organization within the greater New York City area, expanding professional education, training, and opportunities for our fellows, and continuing the world-class high-touch programming that has made TEAK an incredibly impactful organization in our community.